Hey guys, my name is Shayla. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, we talk about motherhood, we talk about pregnancy, we do things kind of eco-friendly, kind of natural, kind of hippie, granola. If you're into that, please subscribe. We are talking a lot about mindset. That's kind of where this channel is going. I just learned from my motherhood that mindset is everything. A 4-year-old, a 2-year-old. I am 5 weeks. And my goal is to have my mindset guide finished before this baby kid's here. And the guide is all about just getting your mind right. If you're just like kind of, motherhood's just more challenging than you expected, this guide is for you, just to help you choose happiness and how to choose happiness. It's great. Okay, so today I want to talk to you about the hospital bag. If I'm totally honest, I have no idea why this is a thing. And I remember with my second, I pulled my Instagram and asked people like what they were planning to pack, and that gave me anxiety because the things that people were saying was just like, for me, I'm packing like I'm going to the cabin for a few days, right? Comfy stuff. So just try and think like that, and I feel like you'll be golden. So I made a list of the things that I'm packing. I'm 35 weeks. I just started packing this. I think it's important to like get the bag out and just start throwing things in there in the next few weeks. And then also have a list of things that like when you're in labor, you need to throw in your bag, like a toothbrush. Can't pack your toothbrush now. I'm gonna give you a list of things that I'm packing, why. I'll be winded through the whole thing, but that's just how it's gonna be. But what I want you to understand from this video is that you do not need to pack a ton of things. Unless you have very specific things. Like if you need this pillow, pack it. If you need, obviously medication and stuff like that, whatever, like, but like for me, if I forgot my robe and I had to wear a blanket instead, inconvenient, but fine. I'm still like, do I pack shampoo and conditioner or do I just use whatever they have? I don't really care. So that's where this video is coming from. So first things first, snacks. With both of my pregnancies, I've packed these chia seed squeezers, and you can do any kind. This is not, I just picked these. I like them because I can just like a gerbil or something while I'm in labor, and it gives me a little energy. It kind of like helps me feel better. I'm not usually hungry during labor, but I feel like it's a good little like something. Seth is like the snack king, so he will handle all the rest of the snacks, but definitely bring snacks, because if you go to labor in the middle of the night, you can't just order a meal. They don't have food coming in. Like, it's hard to find food. So bring like nuts, bring good healthy things. I don't know, bring some protein powder or something, just to give yourself some food, some snacks. When I went into labor with my first, I was laboring from like 5 to 10 at home, and at like 9 p.m. Seth was like, I'm gonna go get us some snacks. And I was like, okay. And when he got back, I was like, we need to leave. Like, thank you for getting those snacks, but we need to go to the hospital now. What are you doing? I'm also absolutely bringing my electrolytes. This video is actually sponsored by Element. I use them, and then they wanted to sponsor, and I was like, great, because I use this literally every single day. I use it through my pregnancy, but they have sodium, potassium, and magnesium, and magnesium is so good for pregnancy, for muscle aches, for sleep, for everything. I was using a different brand, but my midwife said that there was too much sugar in that. This has no sugar and a lot of salt. I like the citrus salt because it kind of tastes like a margarita with like the salt around the rim. So that's nice. I also love their grapefruit, and I have a major sweet tooth, and this gives me that little bit that I'm craving, so that's super nice. If you order using my link, drinklmnt.com/HeyShayla, you will get whatever you order. I would say citrus or grapefruit, and then they'll also send you a free 8-pack of samples, which is awesome. Go to drinkelement.com/HeyShayla to check it out. It's for sure going in my hospital bag because I want to drink it during labor. This is also a huge postpartum thing for me, is having electrolytes. You need so much liquid to help produce your breast milk. I would highly recommend electrolytes and Element. You don't want a bra, because when you're laboring, you can't really be wearing pants. I love Kindred Bravely. I'm an affiliate with them, so Hey Shayla will give you a discount on their stuff. I don't know what the name of it is, but I'll put it on the screen. I at first was like, this is not my vibe. Like, I don't really like this style bra. It's so freaking comfy. It like holds you in, surprisingly. I don't know. This is probably what I'll be laboring in because it's so nice. All of their Sublime products are amazing. This one is their nursing and pumping bra. I love it. Comes down, you can pump, you can put the little pump pieces in, or you can have everything come down and you can nurse. I honestly didn't use nursing bras for my first for a very long time because I had such a giant oversupply that pulling it down meant that it would just get wet underneath. So I just pulled it up. So I just used a lot of like a little bit looser bras. So that's what this one, I mean, this one will come down or up pretty easily. So if you're a little bit more modest, you might want to wear a labor gown. Frida Mom has got this gown. It's not cute, but it does the job, and it came in a kit that I bought. The kit was like $100, but it came with like everything you need for postpartum. I would highly recommend it. It's this. And what's great about it is that you can just go boop, breastfeed, or if you are in labor and you need an epidural, boom, you can open the back. It's just a really convenient labor gown. If you want something cuter, fine. I would recommend a dress instead of pants because like obviously during labor, but then even after, they need to come check you. Check your diaper to see how bleeding is. It's glamorous. It would just be easier to just have a gown instead of pants, but you do need to pack pants obviously as well. When you do pack your pants, make sure that you don't pack yoga pants because you're gonna be waddling out of this labor in a diaper and you don't need that look. So grab yourself some joggers, grab yourself some sweatpants. And he like didn't pack anything. So I packed a few sweatpants for myself. Luckily, he didn't pack himself pants. So I let him use my sweatpants. I am someone that tends to get cold. A lot of people said that they like to bring a fan, but I get cold. So I want to make sure I've got socks. I like bringing my slippers, but I've talked to a lot of nurses who are like, anything you bring, like don't bring your nice pillow, don't bring your nice blankets, don't bring, like ew, don't do that. So I think with the first one I brought like some slippers that needed to be thrown away, but I just hadn't let them go yet. So then afterwards I finally let them go. I am hopefully gonna do a water birth. I'm not like tied to doing a water birth, but I just like the option. With my first, I labored in the water and then had to get out to push her out. With my second, they let me actually deliver in the tub. The difference of that is like kind of big. I mean, the laboring in the tub is second to an epidural for pain management. So if that's what you can do and they don't let you deliver in the tub, do it still. But I just wanted the option to stay in the tub. But these things, I'm like, what am I gonna do with these? So I'm gonna have to bring like some sort of clip or something to clip them back because they're new and I just don't know what to do with them. Like even when I sweat, I'm like, should I just pull them back or should I just rock these sweaty bangs? I don't know. One thing that I'm gonna bring that's a little bougie is an eye mask because I'm gonna be sleepy. I had like major adrenaline with my second. I just could not fall asleep. Maybe I'll bring magnesium too then. Magnesium helps me to sleep. I am gonna pack that in my bag actually. But an eye mask I think would be super, super clutch in a hospital. A phone cord, obviously, but like some people say they bring a 6-foot phone cord so that they can reach it from their bed. Sure. I'll probably bring some essential oils like lavender, peppermint for nausea. My hospital last time like put these essential oil patches on my shoulders. They had like candles that they lit in the room for me. It was a very nice place. I'm going somewhere else this time, which is a little stressful, but it'll be fine. Also, I'm bringing like a phone holder or something so that we can record. With my second, I wanted to get a birth photographer and he's like, that's weird. And I was like, I don't think it's weird. I think it's something I want to do. He's like, I will take your pictures. I will take your videos. And I was like, okay, but like you really have to. And he's like, I will. And he did. He caught the whole birth of our second. And it was like a 17-minute video. So like he really knew what was happening. I'm going to bring like stuff to make sure that we can record because it's just something that you want. I don't know. It just feels like this insane thing that you do and you just want like documentation of it just to like, I don't know. It's a weird thing that you just want to relive. Also a contractions app. I will put it on the screen, the one that I use. It's super simple. Like you press the button when the contractions start, you stop it when they stop. It's like a timer. And then it tells you like, oh, your contractions are 10 minutes apart. Oh, no, they're getting 5 minutes apart. Oh, they're whatever. And it helped me to see like, okay, get through 60 seconds. So I would just like watch the timer. And they were about 60 seconds long. Obviously not perfectly, but like I knew that I just had to get through that and then we could relax. And then headphones. I do Hypnobabies. If you want an unmedicated birth or you want to try for an unmedicated birth, I would highly recommend the Hypnobabies course. I think it's like $200, but it takes you through everything that you're going to experience through labor, like different options that you have, different just things to know about it. It's like it's a birthing course. Then they have the audio that you train and listen to, like there's a finger drop technique where you like drop your finger and your whole body just goes like limp and relaxed. And the whole thing is like, don't fight your contractions because that's what causes the pain. Just let the contractions wave over you. Go away. Hypnobabies is amazing. But you either have the like AirPods or you have a corded headphone. All about that corded headphone. I'm not trying to have my AirPods drop out of my ears into the water. I'm not trying to have them die. I just need them in my ears at all times Yes. So that's all the stuff for mom. When I did pull my Instagram, they were like, you need to make sure that you have everything for like after bleeding and stuff. No, all that stuff you need, and that's actually going to be my next video, is like what you need at home postpartum to heal, because it's a lot of stuff and everybody focuses on baby, but you really need to focus on what you need. I would call your hospital or ask your midwife or doctor like what's provided. Because my hospital gave me the diapers, they gave me the witch hazel pads, they gave me the numbing cream, they gave me everything I needed. So then when I went home, I just went and bought all of those things. But I had it all at the hospital, and I've heard of other people who are like, I got nothing. So make sure you know what's coming at your hospital. I switched hospitals, so I actually have to ask my midwife tomorrow at my appointment. If you're a first-time mom, I would just recommend getting the Freedom Mom kit. I just went to Target and bought like size large and extra large briefs. I think they're gonna be great, and then I can reuse them. Because the last thing you want is trying to peel a pad off of undies that are too small, where the pad is like stuck to itself under the underwear, and then you're trying to rip it and then the pad rips in half, so it's just a mess. So get yourself some wide crotched underwear. Also, when I gave birth the second time, your stomach is no longer full of this giant baby and all your organs are just like sloshing around, and I was like, do you have like a belly band? And they were like, yes. So they gave me this belly band. This is not for aesthetic, make my stomach look small again. It was literally to wrap around me to like just hold it all in place so it just felt better. Maybe consider getting one of these or asking your hospital if they have one. I'm just gonna pack mine. And then a lot of people said stuff for breastfeeding. Unless you're in the hospital for a while, you know, I didn't really get chapped nips until I got home. So like I didn't bring any nipple butter the first time or the second time. Earth Mom was my favorite. I heard that Freedom Mom has a good one. You can do silverettes. I've heard those are nice. You can do the Haka. I actually am going to try this Haka colostrum collector. This is just kind of if your baby has a tough time nursing, you can like make sure they at least get that colostrum. You can start harvesting your colostrum before you go into labor, but you have to ask your provider to make sure, because that's nipple stimulation, which can induce labor if your body's ready for it. Otherwise, you can do it in the hospital where you just collect it and then just drop it in baby's mouth. Gonna bring those. I don't know if I'll collect early or if I'll just wait, but yeah, same thing with like reusable nursing pads. Your milk, my milk, most people's milk, I feel like doesn't come in right away, which is fine because it's so dense and baby's stomach is so small, so don't freak out. Baby will probably lose a few pounds when they first come out, and then you will work on regaining that back. It's all normal. Don't stress, and don't like start pumping. Just stick to your boobs so that your baby can regulate your supply. You'll feel super engorged for a while, and then your body will like start to figure out what's going on. Obviously, if they have a tongue tie or if there's something else going on, that's different. But in general, I gave myself an oversupply the first time because I was doing the Haka pump every time I was nursing. So I was basically telling my body like, yo, I got twins here. So I had a lot of milk. And you'd think oversupply is like a great thing. But there's something with hind milk and fore milk, or like the milk they get in the beginning and the end, that like can mess with their stomach. I don't know. Hopefully there's a lactation consultant at your hospital. Ask that too. Something that I, for some reason, always forget is baby outfits. I have to bring this baby home in an outfit. And I thought I had it in here. The girls probably grabbed it. I have an orange zip up that I use for Aaliyah, and then I use for Esme, and then I'm gonna use for this baby, and it's perfect. The only thing is it doesn't have feet, so I'm also gonna bring a blanket for the baby, because with Aaliyah, my first, she just left in this onesie where her little toes were like sticking out, and I was like, your feet are probably cold. Let's get you home so we can get you some socks or something. And I put her in onesies like all the time, like just the pajama onesies. We go to the doctor's office in these onesies because I thought it was an outfit. I didn't realize that it was just pajamas. And the car seat. You want to make sure that the car seat is installed. I mean, I'll probably do it in like the next couple weeks. I'm 35 weeks. I'll do it by like 37. Because at the very least, I can just grab the car seat and the base and throw it in the car on the way to the hospital. I'll write that on my list of things to do, that if I don't have it back, to pack it. That's the other thing. This is all going to depend on like how far you live from the hospital. We're 5 minutes. So if I forget something that I need, I'm just going to send Seth home. If you have to stay for 7 days instead of 2 or however long you stay, you're gonna have to go get more stuff. That's what I mean, like, just don't freak out about it. It'll be fine. And then also for baby, you could bring like soap. If you have a specific soap you wanna use, we use like Tubby Todd or Honest. We don't usually bathe our babies right away. I think Aaliyah got bathed right away, which is not what I wanted, but I think she did. And it's like, when it's your first kid, you're like, oh my gosh, that's not what I wanted. But with your second, you're like, I didn't want it, but like, whatever, it's fine. There's just some things that are just gonna happen and it's gonna be fine. So we talked about mom, we talked about a couple things for baby, and then dad, just make sure that dad has like a few things to wear. Seth always hands me like a pile this big, like super tiny, and he's like, can you put this in the bag? I'm like, yeah. Oh, other thing, don't pack a bag, pack a suitcase. Just get a suitcase. Then you can roll it. You don't have to carry it. It's just much easier. Just get a rolly bag. Dad might want a pillow. They're like $5 pillows at Target, or if you have an old one, then again, needs to be, I don't know, the nurses were just like, I would not bring my personal things to the hospital, use them, and then bring them back home. Or maybe just wash it when you get home. And maybe a blanket, like a comfy blanket. With my first pregnancy, I had like a dad gift, and I like made sure to have coffee, I got him some snacks, I got him a shirt that said girl dad. Like the next day I'd be like, look at the bag, there's something for you. I got him this little like nip of Jameson. Buying that 9 months pregnant was the most awkward thing I've ever done. It's not like a gift, like a bottle of wine, you're like, oh, this could be a gift. It's like a little nip of Jameson, and I was just like, this is not for me. So that was kind of weird. But actually on the way to the hospital, I was like, oh man, I forgot your coffee, because it had to sit in the fridge. And he's like, should we stop and get some right now? And I was like, no. Go to the freaking hospital. Stop making stops. If you have other kids, like with Aaliyah last time, I had to pack her a bag because I knew that she would be going to my sister's house. This time they'll probably just stay at our house. And if they're not, then they can pack something. But I was packed the kids' bags. Some things that people said that they brought were like shampoo and conditioner. Again, I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, you could bring that. That'd be fine. And if that's what you'd pack going to the cabin. The hospitals are pretty dry. So like lotion or chapstick, I don't think I'll bring that either. Little candles to put around, create the ambiance, like essential oil diffuser maybe. A nursing pillow, just use a regular pillow. Like that's a lot to bring into the hospital. If you want, I guess it could be, you could leave it in the car. Put it in the car, leave it in the car, and then have your husband or your partner go get it and learn with the lactation consultant how to use it maybe. Some people bring gifts for the nurses. I feel like that was before groceries were 300 times what they cost. Bringing a computer for like watching a show or something. We did not really watch a show. Seth maybe did on his phone. We were just like calling people and sleeping and just like doing the things with our babies. I think I just want to say less is more. I'm the type of person that when I get back from a trip, I want to unpack my bag right away. And I don't want to have a bunch of stuff that I need to unpack. I just want to like have a couple things, be done with it, and move on. Sticking to clothes and snacks, the electrolytes, the charging cord, some toiletry things. Start throwing things in your bag at 36 weeks. Have a list of things that you use daily that you need to pack once labor starts. Put it in a suitcase. That's my recommendation for packing your hospital suitcase. Don't stress about it. Please don't stress about it. People make this like a huge deal. And like I said, I just don't get it. I would love to hear what you packed. Even if you're the person who's like, wow, no, I need everything that you said that I didn't need, comment below and say that. I don't care. To each their own, man. If you needed 3 suitcases to do it, that's too much stuff for me, but it might be perfect for you. If you think that the stuff that I listed was like extravagant and too much, also fine. But I just wanted to make this list to hopefully just to tell you to relax and not worry too much about what you need. It's gonna be fine. And if you want to get that free 8-pack of Element, go to drinkelement.com/Shayla. All right guys, we'll see you next time. Bye.